North Carolina's famed Highway 64 runs across the Tar Heel State from Murphy to Manteo. Near the midpoint of this popular drive is Randolph County, home to the North Carolina Zoo, some of our state's most productive farmlands, and the ancient Uwharrie Mountains. The highest point in the Uwharries is Mount Shepherd, just north of Highway 64 near Asheboro. Mount Shepherd has long been an iconic point on the Piedmont landscape. Native Americans used it for orientation and travel routes. Early settlers founded one of the region's first pottery sites on the slopes of the mountain in the late 1700s. Since 1961, the mountain has been home to the Mount Shepherd Camp and Retreat Center, an arm of the United Methodist Church.
Mount Shepherd has a very rich history. We've existed for more than 50 years now to be a summer camp and to be a retreat for youth and adults. I think our camp provides an opportunity for children to learn about environmental stewardship. The setting here is unique and special. We're 542 acres away from city life, away from noise. It's very quiet and peaceful here. It's tranquil. Kids are learning to come and interact with creation, interact with the wildlife here in safe and responsible ways. Some kids have a harder time unplugging from video games and Wi-Fi for a week, but by the end of the week I think every child appreciates disconnecting from screens and engaging with the peers around them, and the nature around them is actually a very great gift. We have a tower on site from which you can see Greensboro and Winston-Salem and High Point, and children who have the opportunity to come here get to enjoy these incredible views.
Mount Shepherd has long been of interest to Piedmont Land Conservancy because of its ecological significance. Being the highest point in the surrounding 5 counties, Mount Shepherd is one of the most visible landmarks in our region. The rocky soils and hardwood forest provide a refuge for local wildlife. Caraway Creek, which creates one of the property's boundaries, is recognized as one of the cleanest, healthiest streams in the Piedmont. After several years of discussions between Piedmont Land Conservancy and Mount Shepherd Retreat Center, 3 donors stepped forward to make this conservation vision a reality. With their support, Piedmont Land Conservancy was able to purchase a conservation easement on 274 acres of Mount Shepherd. The camp will still own the property and utilize it for educational and recreational activities, but it will stay primarily as it has been for many years and is today, a sanctuary.
We have talked to Mount Shepherd for years about this property, and the timing was finally right to work with them to place a conservation easement or a conservation agreement on 274 acres, including most of the mountain. The first goal of this project is simply to protect the property. It's a great piece of land. It's the highest point in the county. There are rare plants, rare animals that use this habitat. But the bigger picture is we hope to be able to work with some of the surrounding property owners and really protect that camp region of Randolph County. Lots of uses of the land in this region where kids are out learning about nature, spending time in nature, getting off of their cell phones and their devices. The last sentence of PLC's mission statement says, "We connect people to nature." And the best way to connect people to nature is to start while they're young. If kids don't grow up learning about nature, spending time in nature, they end up being afraid of it. And once they're afraid of it, it's almost too late to bring them back. And we need our younger generation to grow up taking care of our natural areas.
From the top of the fire tower, the view of the surrounding Piedmont landscape is unmatched. There are forests, fields, distant mountains, and nearby cities. What you don't see is city limits, county lines, or other man-made boundaries. It's an important reminder of how the Piedmont's many communities are all connected. Connected by the land we call home, connected by the rivers that sustain us, connected by the fields that grow our food.
I have been affiliated with Mount Shepherd Retreat Center for a long time. Early on, I had children who went to the camp as campers, so I have probably been 20 or more years interested in what is going on at Mount Shepherd. When I've been out there working with children at the camp, I think children are at their freest to express themselves when they are in a place like this that is just so naturally beautiful. PLC is wonderful because of the unique properties that it has protected for children and adults to come and learn how better to be stewards of the environment.
I think it's important because when you're in nature, there's less clutter, and that helps you feel more connected to the people around you.
Through this partnership between Piedmont Land Conservancy and Mount Shepherd Camp and Retreat Center, this beautiful property will remain a sanctuary.
As society becomes more focused on technology and our population continues to gravitate towards cities, places like Mount Shepherd only grow in importance. For wildlife, it's an undisturbed forest where plants and animals thrive, some who live here year-round and others who pass through while migrating to a distant place. For people, the land offers a quiet respite where hiking and meditation can free the mind. And for generations to come of our youth, this land offers a chance to be outside and to explore and to imagine. Through this conservation easement, Piedmont Land Conservancy has ensured that Mount Shepherd will remain forever what it truly is, a sanctuary.